Hello.
Hi.
I'm annoying myself today because I'm playing with command strips.
Get a bit closer.
I've got something to stick up, but I just keep like Velcro when you keep opening and shutting them.
Yeah.
And I'm driving myself crazy, and I've been doing it all day.
Sadie asked me a question about Velcro this morning. She was like, Mum, how does Velcro work? When I explained it to her, she was like, wow.
I think I want you to explain it to me.
So one side's got little hooks on it and the other side's got little loops, and they just all go in.
It's very clever. Oh, hi, Gemma. Hi, someone. Let me get on his group and see who hasn't told Facebook. I mean, StreamYard. I feel like it's Friday today, and I feel like I'm confusing myself no end. Hi, Sarah. Sarah,
Friday.
Tell us click the link thing. Anna says, nice jumper, Jodes. Oh, God, hang on.
I put this on special for everybody.
Anna says, it's lovely. Click the StreamYard link, Anna. Hi, Jade. Sarah still hasn't done it, so she's saying whoops. Julie, press the button. What's going on today? Julie Sadlight's new for ages.
I know.
Loads of people around today. There were loads on my business class live this morning. You did do it, my love. Well done.
Yay. I'm doing great.
Nice.
And my dog's got her head on my knee asking for one. These might be a bit too salt and vinegary for you.
Well, I had peanut butter on toast, and then darling Rich, Corin's husband, made some cinnamon buns. So I've had cinnamon bun after the school run.
I love a cinnamon bun.
It was so good.
I got a big massive box of them from Costco yesterday.
Nice. I love when he brings me baking.
You know, when you've got kids that you can tell have obviously been spoiled rotten. Because I said to Sadie, I was like, do you like the cinnamon buns? And she was like, no, not really. I was like, oh, that's a shame, because she loves it when I buy her a cinnamon swirl as a little treat. I said, why don't you like them? She was like, they've got no icing on them. I was like, all right then, I'll put some icing on them. And then yeah.
Well, Corin and Richard's son was complaining about the icing, that he had to pick it off.
Oh, no. Oh, she just can't please anyone these days.
Really, everyone should just bake for me because I'm eternally grateful.
Yeah, I'll eat it. I will comes.
So I don't feel like Monday, and I don't know why. I feel like I'm confused.
Well, do you know what? You're going to be heavily disappointed if you think it's Friday.
No. And I could really do with it being Friday. You know, you've had such a busy weekend that you don't feel like you've had a weekend, and then it was like, how is it school again today?
Yeah. Just Wi-Fi, doesn't it?
We took the kids to the football at the weekend, so Finn went to his first ever football match.
Did he love it?
No. It wasn't very good. It was just a bit meh. So, yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh, your mum's here. Hi, Hillary.
What's my mum doing here? She's on her holidays.
Well, she can't see our faces.
She's on her holidays. She's away in the Mojo.
Nice. So, yeah, it's flown. So we went to football on Saturday. Yeah, they were really good. And then we had more kids' parties. Do you know did we talk about this? You're so grateful that people like your kid enough to invite to parties, but now you kind of want your kid to just start being horrible because you can't do any more kids' parties on a weekend.
You get to the age when they're about 7 or 8, you basically have one every weekend.
That's what it's felt like anyway since we went back to school. Hi, Donna. Hi, Emma. Oh,
Mum.
I'm glad you knew that with your mum.
Why is that going on there?
Well, it is now, and it will be there forever for everyone.
The world now knows that my mum's husband's having a wee on anything.
They usually know when I'm having one, so I can hear my tap. I've left my tap not quite off, and I can hear it dripping. It's driving me mad.
Go and sort it out quickly. That's not good.
I'm gone.
Run. Can't leave the tap running, can you?
It's just dripping and driving me mad. I've never left it dripping, so maybe it's going dodgy.
Oh, God, don't say that.
Not after I've just had to have a new radiator.
New radiator.
You've had headlight.
Oh, don't start on the headlight thing.
I'm not. We'll not talk about it. You do, Sarah.
I can't believe it, though. It's not even a new headlight. I've got to
Do
tell
you
you
want to
now.
share or not?
I might as well because, right, so, you know, cars these days, they seem to have lights that are just automatically on in the day. Yeah, I think all new cars now, I've only noticed this.
Mine does.
Come on. I've only noticed this since it's become a bit of an issue. Obviously I knew I had them, but I didn't know all cars did, but I think they do now. So anyway, daytime running lights, they're called, yeah.
Okay.
There's the dog. She just wants me crisps. And one of my daytime running lights has gone out. So every time I get in the car, it flipping beeps at me. And it's like, your daytime running light's not working. Anyway, it's got its MOT next week. So I thought, bet get this fixed. So sent it into, so went to Halfords. They're like, oh no, how do you have to do this? It's not just a bulb replacement. I thought, oh great, here we go. Anyway, so rings Audi up, books it in. Oh, it's 99 quid just to plug it into the machine to see what's wrong with it. So it went in on Friday. I had to drop it off at like 8:30. So that's all a big saga before the school run, isn't it?
Yeah.
All the family out to drop the car off. And then he rings me later on. Right, you know, the headlight module needs replacing. What's one of them when it's at home? Anyway, it's not a headlight bulb. To do that, though, they've got to take all of the front of the car off. So now it's an hour and a half of labour to get the front of the car off. They do all of that. Rings me Friday tea time. Listen, we haven't got the part here yet. So you've got an option. We can either put it all back together, so you can come and pick it up, bring it back on Monday and we'll take it all apart again. But you're going to have to pay another set of labour costs to do that. Bearing in mind it was £216 for the hour and a half of labour, plus the £99 to put it in the computer. Or you can just leave it with us all weekend. Right, so that was a no-brainer, although you've got no car for the whole weekend. So my mum is going away in the motorhome. She texts me, can I have my camping chairs back? Yeah, sure. Oh, shit, no, you can't, because they're in the boot of my car that's in the Audi garage and they're now closed. It's going to cost however much pounds for I think it was like 100 and something quid for the module itself. Anyway, total bill, £483, and I've got to wait till tonight till I get it back.
I'm glad we talked about that.
And my mum had to borrow me shit camping chairs instead of having her decent ones
I
back.
thought you were going to have to buy your mum some new Amazon Prime camping chairs quickly.
But I tried. Can't get camping chairs for flipping love no money this summer, can you? Because everyone's on their staycations.
So drama then.
Yeah.
Thanks, Donna. Anisha bought it to me. Jo says one exactly the same. Anisha bought them as, which she said, yeah, I love my t-shirt. Me and Claire Mannion do lives with matching t-shirts. Yeah, totally.
You got one.
Yeah, but not from Anisha. Just as an aside.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is shit, Donna. But anyway, it's Monday Mojo.
Yeah, so if that didn't destroy your Monday mojo, then I don't know what did.
Well, really, it should have given everyone else mojo for not having to spend £483 on their car this weekend.
That's it. It's that thing of there's always somebody in the world worse off than you. So there you go. If that helps you, it's like watching Jeremy Kyle, isn't it?
Exactly like
I always
that.
watch Jeremy Kyle just to make me feel good about my own life.
Totally understand.
So if that helps you out today, dine out on it as much as you like.
There you go.
But I'll put this jumper on. This is my pastel coloured jumper. This is from Anna at Flair.
Flair Boutique. Go find it. Boots.
To try and brighten the mood today, because I got up this morning, it was like flipping pitch black, wasn't it? Pissing it down. I defo thought I had sad this night. And I know I'm making a bit of a joke of it. I know it's not a jokey thing, but I thought, oh God, the winter's getting me already. Best I put some bright clothes on.
Well done. But see, I love winter.
I like it.
I love that I can just have my curtains shut basically all day. I just
So
like to open them for an hour a day, shut them again when it gets dark. It's great. Hi, Tara.
Hi, Tara. Hi, Nick.
Oh,
I'm not a fan of the dark days. What does everyone else on here prefer? Do you love it when the nights draw in, or do you get like me and a little bit, ooh? Oh,
Joe, you're being ripped off. You should have took it to Bev.
Well,
Don't even go into this.
No, listen, if they had to take off all the front of my car, I'm not sure I could do that myself, to be fair. So I'm just
but it's if they had to or not. But anyway, I'm not even telling you that.
Yeah.
Bev, I tagged you earlier. I don't think you've answered me. Do you mean you watched my business live, Donna? Do you mean you watched my one? I just did our first proper business class live. There.
Some people might not know what business class is.
Well, where have you been? Well, then you should have got our email last week. So business class is our new thing. It's one of our new levels of membership. So if you're a female business owner, entrepreneur, I feel like there's 3 words. Business owner, entrepreneur. I feel like I've used 3 in my emails lately, but now I don't know what the other one is. Don't know.
I can't agree with that, I'm afraid.
If you're a woman running your own business, we have a specific membership for you, where we teach you loads of business skills, personal skills. I teach you all about design and tech. We can talk about your websites. We talk about social, loads and loads and loads of the stuff you need to make your business as successful as it can be. And then loads of support from other business owners just like you. That's what business class is. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Tara. Anisha bought it me. I love it. Ugh. But it did get very wet this morning. Right.
It did. And don't forget, so you haven't told them how much it is to come and join business class, because it's a steal.
It's only 15 quid. And if you've never been a part of us before, you can even have a £5 off your first month if you want. If you do want, ladieslifelounge.co.uk/business-class. Shall I put it in comments?
You should put it in the comments, definitely. And then, for those of you that maybe aren't in the entrepreneurial, self-employed might have been the word you used as your third / business owner, female entrepreneur. Maybe self-employed.
I don't feel like it was, but that absolutely lands.
It would. But if you're not one of those 3 and you're a bit more in the space of the 9 to 5, climbing the corporate career ladder, maybe you're not climbing it, maybe you're choosing not to, but at times you could do with a bit of support in that space, then we've got the opposite, which is Career Club. Same kind of setup, but all focused on having an employed position, all around influence. We're doing some masterclasses coming up now of how to apply for a job when you can't quite do all of the stuff on the job spec, how to prepare for an annual appraisal, whether you are the employee or the manager. We've got all kinds of things coming up. So don't fret if you are not a business owner. You can do exactly the same kind of setup, but in Career Club too.
Yay.
Just change the business - class.
I've done both.
There you go.
I've done both. We're good. So I did our first business class live this morning, talking about consistency in your business, why the heck you need it and how to get it. And it is not just consistency about what you are doing all the time. It's not about just doing. I assume that face wasn't at me.
No, I think I've put too much sweetener in my tea. I pressed the button and a broken bit came out, so I had to press it again. And now it's too much.
Even any kind of, I always go to my mum's and she always puts me flipping sugar in because her partner has sugar and she just does it automatically. I can't drink that.
Can't drink that.
So what's this quote today?
Pardon? Oh, quote.
What's our quote for today?
The quote is this. Okay.
Tell the negative committee that meets inside your head to sit down and shut up.
Who's got negative committee on in full throttle in their head today? Tell us what your negative committee's up to.
I know that there are some because Anisha and Becky at least mentioned stuff in. How much crap have you eaten this morning? There's PMT for you.
I know.
Don't tell Marianne. Luckily, Marianne's at the vet, so you're safe.
I've had some nuts.
Okay.
Might have a bit of avocado and egg on toast shortly.
I had peanut butter on toast. So the whole negative committee thing, fuck off.
Who are you saying to fuck off?
The negative committee. Yeah.
Yeah,
Not you.
Not that easy, is it?
No.
I can say fuck off to it. It doesn't always do as it's told.
Better than not saying it though.
Mm-hmm.
At
It's
least
just
say it.
like, oh, look, Kate Cooper's is sulking, huffing and puffing and eye rolling.
I want my negative committee sulking all the time. I want it sulking that we're not listening to it. So the negative committee, if you don't know, if you've not heard us talk about this, is the voices in your head that tell you you're not good enough, you can't do that. Who do you think you are? What will people think? The one that tries to pull you down at every turn, and every time you think you're doing something that you like or that you're proud of, it tries to stop you. And the thing is, it's trying to keep you in your comfort zone because you're safe in your comfort zone. We talked about this a few weeks ago. This idea you're safe there, you know what's going on there, even if your comfort zone's shit. The negative committee is trying to keep you there, and that is not where we want you to be. And it's not where you've got to stay. But to move out of that, you've got to address the fact that you're saying this stuff to yourself and figure out how you tell yourself to stop. And a really, really useful way is to depersonalize it. So to give it a name, literally name your negative committee if you need to, so that you can tell them to fuck off whenever they start chelping up with the stuff that stops you doing whatever you want to do.
Oh, poor Stacey's is in full swing.
What are they telling you, Stace?
We'll get you some Monday Mojo.
There. Tell us what they're telling you and let's address it.
Okay.
You can't always just not go on.
So, yeah, point number one, detach it from you, make it somebody else, give it an identity. Mine's called Felicity.
I know.
That's helpful. I'm sure you're about to say the same thing about Becky's as me. Sorry, I'm just chopping away on these. I'm due on my period. I'm just like, sometimes, well, all the time, trying to shut them off by just not listening, you'll find that you don't necessarily make much headway with that as a bit of a strategy, because when it comes to arguing in that kind of situation, it always wins, doesn't it?
Yeah, you can't argue with yourself.
Oh God, Donna's put hers in the naughty corner. Again, not listening. So not listening doesn't make it stop. Okay. Like Tara's name though, hers is called Dobby.
Yeah.
So, in our first secret in the lounge, Pretty Confident, we do a load of work in that around, there's a section in it called Find the Courage, which is all around managing your inner voice. Say managing it or taming it rather than getting rid of it, because you'll never get rid of it, never go away. Well, it's almost like a power battle sometimes between the two. And that's why going like this or arguing with it, the voice always tends to win that little power battle. So we call it like, the way that you take your power back is almost like choosing to play with it. So you've heard LaRock's talk loads about masturbating and pressure words and permission words. These play a massive part in this. What? But when it says to you, you can't do something, I'll just use this as a basic example because it's easy. Rather than go, shut up, yeah, I can. It's taking that, you can't, I can't do this, to say, maybe I can't do this yet. So you might just put a yet on the end, because then it opens up the art of the possible, is that I can, just haven't done it yet. Or even stronger than that is to say, you know what, I've chosen not to until now.
Yeah.
So putting the choice in gives you the power back, doesn't it? So that it's like, you know what, you're right that I haven't done it, but it's not because I can't, it's because I have chosen not to. And if you decide that you're having it, then it's until now. You could just leave it as I've chosen not to.
And I'm cool with that, yeah.
Yeah, power's back in your hands. What's
Absolutely.
this? No, I can't choose things that make me unhappy because that will be going backward. Gwenna. Oh, that's a nice Welsh name. Is her name? She's a bitch. She will be fuming. If you were her, you'd be flipping fuming, wouldn't you? Have a bit of compassion for Gwenna.
And recognise that you can't go backwards. Don't matter what you do, at no point in your life can you go backwards. And this is the irony, because so many people want to fucking go backwards. I want to be back how I used to be. I want to be, back to the way I was. It doesn't exist. You're moving forwards every single day.
Whether you like it or not.
That doesn't mean you can't redo things that you didn't do in the way you wanted to the last time. You can redo things in your life if you feel like that's not closed, or I didn't do that as well as I wanted to, and I've got the chance to choose to have another crack at that if I want. This going backwards thing, I hear it so much, and it's like you're buying into the idea that once something's done, that's it, it's over with. Whereas sometimes these doors are open, and I've gone full circle in like careers, and people won't go back because they left and realized it was a mistake, or we hold ourselves up by determining that going backwards is a failure, whereas backwards don't exist. But we can redo stuff if we think there's still something there for us in whatever capacity that is. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's
empowering, isn't it? When you can kind of just allow yourself to choose to do that. Say, do you know what? I'm going to give that another go, or I prefer a better outcome than I got last time, so I'm going to have another stab at that. Or and it is
we buy into that. If I did it and it didn't work, it's failed, and that's it. I've got to do something else, and that's not true. You can go around that cycle as many times as it takes, and this like applies to everything. Like this is why even really basically like the cycle of addiction, people have to go around it a few times before they actually crack an addiction. A lot of the time it doesn't exist, but you're not failing every time you go back around it because you're just having another go. But yeah, the stories you're telling yourself are the things that keep you stuck. The way you are saying the things around that is what keeps you there. Yeah, so you can't go backwards, Stace. You can only go forwards, but you're allowed to redo things. Yeah.
It's almost like that. See, this would sound daft. Let's say you went on the, I'm thinking of a fairground ride, right? That, you know, like is it like the carousel with the horses on it, up and down, and even just picture it a bit like that. You know, after it went round once, would you have to get off and think, well, I can't go on that again?
Yeah, it's mad.
Actually, you know, the ride goes round probably at least 20 times, and you're still having a buzz and you don't get bored of going round, or you don't think the ride's broken just because you're going round again. And sometimes you get off the ride, you go straight back round and get in the queue again because you liked it that much.
And you wouldn't think that was a failure. So why do we think redoing things in our life is a failure? Dead important. Good. I'm glad you love that, Stace. It's not necessarily a negative thing. You get to choose what you do. And providing you're doing it for reasons that sit well with you, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
And again, we buy into that. What will other people think if I go back?
It's attaching meaning to stuff, isn't it? So this has to mean X or Y or Z, and it doesn't. Now, I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying we don't fall foul of it. Well, I know I do, definitely. Yeah, but it's about being able to catch yourself, isn't it? So it might happen, and then you're like, "Oh, wait up a minute. I'm not helping myself here. What would be a better way for me to handle this?" So, you know, it's almost like the irony is, if you catch yourself doing it and then beat yourself up for doing it, you're like, "Oh, flipping heck."
You just stay in pain, basically. You just stay believing it's wrong.
Yeah, just notice and then do. Notice and do. Notice and do.
And recognise the negative commit is there to kind of keep you safe.
It's doing a job.
And,
it's a bit wonky.
Yeah.
It still thinks we're cavemen or women. It does. Thinking a saber-toothed tiger's coming.
Yeah. But it's there. If you're noticing it, check the stories you're telling yourself around it. So a lot of the time it's there because of a story. So exactly like your story about going backwards, it's there because of a story. And the more you can dig into that, the more your voice will just let up, because it's like, oh yeah, okay, this don't count then anymore, carry on.
Yeah.
And it is that, it's play the game with your voice, recognize what it's having a fit for, and it's almost always around a story you're making up. Yep. You can start a million businesses. I've had a million jobs and a million businesses until you find something that fits. That's all right. But none of them have failed. None of them have failed. It's the fact I've chosen differently, and I've kept choosing until I'm in a place that is the happiest I can be. And the moment I don't like this, I'm off. Bye, Jodes. But it's totally true. And it's important that it's like that. It's like whatever you're getting something valuable out of it, you can keep doing stuff. When you're not, figure it out. It doesn't always mean a clean jump, but there's something you can do differently. This is a perfect example, actually. Monday Mojo, a perfect example of that. We loved Fuck It Friday, but we didn't want to work on a Friday lunchtime, not in such a structured, formal way. So eventually,
don't want to work full stop on a Friday.
Yeah, I don't mind working Friday, but I don't want to have to show up almost. So we changed it after a little while, and we didn't necessarily do what everybody wanted us to do, but we found a way to make it fit the best we can for everyone without buying into that story of, oh my God, everyone will leave if we don't do Fuck It Friday. And recognizing, because it's true, it was part of that. So yeah, what I'm saying is don't believe your stories, challenge them, question them, but recognize that the negative commit is reacting to how you are thinking about it, not necessarily the actual situation. Yeah.
See?
Good.
You didn't realise you were going to love Monday Mojo because you never knew it existed, and now you do.
Where's your mojo now, Stace, after just this little tiny chat compared with where it was when you came on? Is it my computer that keeps beeping?
Must be, yeah.
I keep like hearing little ding dongs.
Ding, 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 ding. Oh, I've got quite a lot of tension in my shoulders today.
I love it.
Might have a little spell on my spiky mat in a bit.
I haven't been on mine for ages.
No, me neither, but I quite fancy it today.
Maybe I will. Monday's perfect for Nisha. See, we made a big deal about having to swap it to ourselves almost, and everyone's well happy. But we let the negative committee dictate decisions sometimes that is unnecessary. So that is Monday Mojo. I'm all hair faffy today. I don't know if I can just see it more, but even on my live, I kept noticing I'm faffing with my hair, and it's not. I don't know why.
I'm dog faffy.
I know.
I think my dog's going to have a period as well. She's getting all weird.
Maybe she just notices you are as well.
I think she might do, because they must do, right? They must do.
Yep, without a doubt.
She's being a bit weird, dead clingy.
Joy.
Yay. Anyway, guess what, everybody? 3 weeks today, the Moroccan retreat start. In fact, we go 2 weeks on Saturday.
I can't, don't.
She shits her pants every time I say this. Yeah, 19 days we go in.
I'm like really excited to be there, but I can't think about leaving. Like I told Charlie, did I tell you? I told Charlie and he sobbed.
Yeah, you weren't expecting him to cry.
No.
You're like, we'll bring you to Camelot.
It's fine. I can't, it won't fit in your car.
Oh yeah, good point. The saga of flying from Gatwick when you live in Manchester.
From Manchester, everyone. We had Manchester flights and our lovely airline company moved them. So now we have to go from Gatwick and we've got no choice. So yeah, Joy. I'm going to say something else then.
I might start packing my suitcase later.
I can't. If I have packed mine at any point on that Friday, we're doing well.
Well, I normally leave mine till the last minute, but I'm not going to this time. I'm going to start early. Okay, it's Layla.
Good for you. Hi, Layla.
Where's the nail file?
We only have one nail file.
It might be in that drawer down there, or it was knocking about around here. Oh, I don't know. I can't help you with that. Amber had one out on here on Friday night.
Shall we guess who this is? I know Julie. Oh, it was Julie. I know Julie. Joe's.
I thought it had changed from Gatwick to Luton.
Oh God. It's hard.
You're on with Marianne and Joe, aren't you?
You need to check that.
Nick Parkinson, look, she's going on holiday the end of this week. Got a holiday before the holiday.
That's right, good. She'll be the most chilled out person ever on the retreat. Yeah, Donna's got crazy stuff happening before Marrakesh.
Nice.
So it's not just me. It's like none of us can even think about it.
Us, EasyJet. I think we're all flying with EasyJet, actually.
I think so.
Wherever we're going from.
So, yeah, we've been sorting out goodie bags and things. The goodie bags are immense.
We'll see the size of the list, man.
Don't spoil it. It's a secret
No,
surprise.
Also, you just reminded me, I haven't actually bought the bags.
Oh yeah, that's Julie, I think.
You, Julie. Phew.
For God's sake, don't go to the wrong airport. We can't help you at that point, seeing as we'll already be in Morocco.
Oh God.
Right.
Time to go.
I'm going to sort out some masterclasses for business class now. I've already sent some emails. I've been on proper fire this morning. Again, I love my Mondays, but I do feel like it's not Monday.
Do you know what I love the most?
Wow.
When I go to bed on a Sunday night, I don't get the Sunday night blues because I'm like, oh, what am I doing tomorrow? Oh, my favourite work in the world.
It proper changed everything.
Although some of my corporate clients get in a bit like with me because I'm like, no, sorry, I'm only available.
Yep.
But I like it.
I love it. It just when I did my whole thing about consistency in business class earlier, and this is one of the things that's changed our consistency so much because I know what I'm focusing on.
Yeah.
Instead of doing a billion different things.
To just fly by the seat of my pants through the week.
Yep. We're going now too, so you're not going to miss a thing.
Right then.
Right.
See you later in the week.
Have a great week. I always want to say have a great weekend. It's not now. Have a lovely week. We're around if you want anything.
See ya.